Okay, so we're here with Jason Patrick. How you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So, we know that you're in The Lost Boys. So, there's been a bunch of vampire films that have come out, come and gone. What is it about The Lost Boys that's kind of stood the test of time? That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Well, first of all, it's very well made. It's well directed. You have very good actors. It's well shot. And I think that it meshes in the outsider, loner, coming-of-age story that has been a staple of fiction and movies since the beginning of time. In this case, it's just with vampires and using that as allegory. And most of these other vampire movies are boring and they suck.
Wow, calling them out. I like it. And then one question we've been asking everybody, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Favorite breakfast food? Man, well, I mean, not that I have them all the time, but you can't turn down pancakes.
Sure.
And pancakes and a good omelet, turkey bacon.
Awesome. And then if you want to let people know what are some projects you got coming up?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
All right. Taking it easy. That's good too. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. See ya.
Okay. Okay. So we are here with LINDSAY WAGNER. Now, you've done a lot of television. You've had a very popular, very historic career. What projects do you have coming up that you're working on?
I just finished a new Christmas film called Christmas on the Range, and we don't know where it's going to be aired yet, or maybe the company does because it was an independent company that made it. It could be sold to Hallmark or one of the other family stations. Definitely a family Christmas movie. We just finished that. It's really cute.
Okay.
What else? I just this year played a significant part in a new video game by Kojima, and it's called Death Stranding. D-E-T-H, Death Stranding. Yeah.
I've got it pre-ordered.
So yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah. And that'll be out November 8th.
Okay.
So we'll be doing PR. I'm not filming anything currently.
And then one question we've been asking everybody, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Wow. Breakfast. I have a hard time with breakfast, I gotta tell you. I do like chia seeds. You know how you make chia seeds with sunflower seeds and certain kinds of berries and some fruit in it. I have a hard time eating in the morning. That's my problem. You know?
I understand.
I mean, if I was going to have a big old heavy one, I'd have Eggs Benedict. But you know, I'm not. That for me gets into the lunch hour. Then you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Yeah, certainly appreciate it. Okay, we are here with Megan Follows.
Megan follows.
Megan. I should have asked. I apologize. I apologize. So what do you have coming up? What are you working on currently?
I'm about to start directing a feature film, and I just finished directing a couple episodes of a new Hallmark series called When Hope Calls. And I have a series that's going to drop on Netflix in the new year called October Faction that I'm acting in, and I also directed something.
Awesome. And then a question we've been asking everybody that we've been talking to, what is your favorite breakfast food?
Probably poached eggs.
Nice.
I like it. I need the protein.
Yes. All right, well, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, guys.
Let's turn this way.
Okay.
Unless you want that. Hey! You made it. Are we gonna rock it? How are you doing this? With the line behind.
Either way, okay, we'll do that. Okay, so we are here with Billy Zane. How are you, sir?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Who are we?
We're with the podcast.
You know, moments and hijinks on set. I was given a lot of free reign to really play with that role.
Okay.
So I'd say Demon Knight was probably the most fun.
Okay.
Although Back to the Future was like, you know,
sure,
adult playground. When we weren't filming, we were running around Backlot Universal, wreaking havoc and terrorizing trams. So that was a lot of fun.
So when you weren't filming, you're basically just part of Biff's crew in real life, terrorizing people.
Basically.
Right.
Stand and deliver, you know, give us your cash and jewelry. And
I like it. I like it. So, question we've been asking everybody, what is your favorite breakfast food?
you know, I rather enjoy that avocado toast with a poached egg, but I make a mean pancake using raw coconut, water, and meat. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
My great pleasure.
It's nice to meet you.
And I prefer my cereal in the evening.
Hey. Pleasure. All the great ones do.
World War G.
Thanks, man.
All right, we are here with Lucie POHL. Now, I know you've done a lot of video game acting, voice acting. Now, I've talked to other voice actors. Is it true that that script is huge when you do a video game work?
Yeah, the initial recording you'll do for a character will be a long one, and the script will be big because you have to go through all the different, you know, like basically variants of what the character will do and say during the game. So yeah, that the initial session is always a big one, and then once you start, you know, updating the character, the scripts get smaller.
Yeah. So, do you prefer voice acting with other people or by yourself? What are the pros and cons there?
It's just a different thing. You know, doing it by yourself is great because you can just kind of focus on what you're doing and build sort of a relationship with the director and be in the zone. And then when there's other people there, obviously the energy changes. Sure. And you can bounce off each other, which is really great. So yeah. All right. Yeah.
Then a question we've been asking everybody: what is your favorite breakfast food?
Ooh, my favorite breakfast food is raspberries.
Nice.
Raspberry pancakes?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
And then at the end of every episode we do, we have a catchphrase called "Stay geeky, my friends." It's right here on my shirt. So would you mind, in any voice you choose, could you give us a "Stay geeky, my friends"?
Yeah. Stay geeky, my friends.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Sure, you're welcome. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, we are here with Jerry the King Lawler. Now, you've been in the wrestling business a long time, and as an old school wrestling fan,
A long time.
As an old school wrestling fan, I always like to ask, what's the worst injury you sustained in the ring?
The worst injury I sustained in the ring would probably have to be one that didn't appear to be an injury right at the moment it happened, but when I was wrestling Dolph Ziggler, it was me and Randy Orton against Dolph Ziggler and CM Punk, and Dolph Ziggler gave me 10 elbows to the chest. I was down on the mat, 10 straight elbows to the chest, and the injury, the trauma to my chest the cardiologist said, knocked my heart off rhythm, and it took about 10 minutes, and then my heart just seized up. I had a cardiac arrest.
Wow.
And so that's the worst because I was dead for 22 minutes.
Wow.
They didn't get my heart to start beating again for 22 minutes. They shocked me 7 times with the paddles, and then it came back and right on the right rhythm again. And after that, it was like nothing ever happened. But for a while, I swear I was laying on the ring, and he was giving me that 5th elbow drop, and I was thinking, damn, whatever happened to the days when we used to do this and not kill each other? Right. And sure enough, he killed me.
Well, glad you're still with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. So you were part of, in my opinion, probably the best commentary team, you and JR. How exciting was it, speaking of that, to be part of the Raw reunion?
It was a lot of fun. You know, anytime I could get back together with JR and get to call a match with him, that's always good. I'm looking forward to they're doing it's not a SmackDown reunion, but it's a SmackDown anniversary show, October 4th. It's the same day that SmackDown starts on Fox, and so I'll be there for that show at Staples Center, October 4th. But yeah, you know, that's my only regret about the AEW and that sort of thing. With JR signing with them, It looks like, you know, it's not going to be much opportunity for he and I to get back together in the broadcast booth.
And that is too bad. So one last question we've been asking everybody: what's your favorite breakfast food?
My favorite breakfast food is cereal, and just different kinds. Yeah, but yeah, cereal. That's me.
All right.
And donuts. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jerry.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right.
We are here with Linda Ballantine, most notably known as Sailor Moon. So with Sailor Moon originally being a manga, have you had a chance to read any of the source material?
Well, no, you know what? Because it was done so very long ago, 800,000 years ago, and it's all done now.
Yeah.
I didn't. I actually, there wasn't anything available that I could read at the time. And then as time went on, I just didn't. But I suppose I probably should be, shouldn't I? Especially since I've got some at home, because fans give me so much stuff, and I've got some of the manga at home.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And then what current projects are you working on that you can talk about?
Well, there's a couple that I can't. One I'm working on with Katie Griffin, actually, who was Sailor Mars.
Yeah.
We're in a show together, but we signed an NDA on that. I'm working on one show that's called Book Hungry Bears that is going to be amazing for very little kids. I'm on Max and Ruby. Another one called Top Wing. And then another one called Let's Go Luna.
Perfect. And then one question we've been asking everybody here at the con, what's your favorite breakfast cereal? Or what's your favorite breakfast item in general? Breakfast food. There you go.
Food. Oh, that's so hard. It's going to have to be French toast with Canadian maple syrup, of course, because I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be my
Our
number one.
neighbors to the north. I appreciate that. So, all right. Well, thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
And then here's that.
Great.
That's what we're posting. Okay, we are here with Katie Griffin. I told you, I'm so tired.
That's awesome.
Probably best known for Sailor Mars
Right?
on Sailor Moon.
Yep.
So, Sailor Moon was originally a manga series. Have you had a chance to read any of the original source material?
I haven't read any of the source material, but I've seen a lot of it. I've signed a lot of them. A lot of fans have shown me their manga, but I have not, no.
Okay. And currently, what are you working on at the moment? Or what are you doing at the moment?
Well, at the moment, starting I think this week, there's a new show called Binky, Secret Agent First, that's coming out. I don't know where it would be in the States because I'm Canadian, so I know in Toronto where it's airing. I'm on a show called Globies. I play Oily. She's a little mechanic. It's kind of fun. What else is on that I can talk about? Rusty Rivets. What else? Let's see. I was just recently on Mysticons, which seems to have a bit of a fan base because I played Kitty Boone. I don't know. There's stuff that does stuff. Yeah.
And then a question we've been asking everybody at the con, what is your favorite breakfast food?
Ooh, that's a good one. Bacon.
Canadian bacon?
No. Well, yeah, I like that too. I like all bacon.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate, but I like crispy bacon, just crispy strips of bacon.
I can't have it be like soggy or
No,
kind of
it's gotta be crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
bacon.
And then one final question. With each of our episodes, we end with "Stay geeky, my friends." Is there any way we could have you say "Stay geeky, my friends" in any voice you choose?
Sure. Stay geeky, my friends.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So we are here with Susan Egan. Now I know that you have played many strong female characters.
Yes.
Meg, of course, from Hercules being a big one. Do you prefer to go to those roles, or is just kind of luck of the draw?
You know, I don't know. I guess when I audition for those kinds of roles, it resonates the most, and those end up being the jobs that I book. It's funny. I never thought about it that way. Yeah.
And then, what are some projects that you have coming up that you can talk about, of course?
Sure. So I've got a company called Broadway Princess Party, and it's all the girls who played Broadway princesses on Broadway. We've got Cinderella, we've got Jasmine, we've got Anastasia, and we go around the country. We do these massive concerts that are a hybrid between Broadway caliber concert because we're the girls on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So the music is awesome, and cosplay. And so bringing, if those girls have their Cinderella dresses, we want to give them another place to wear them. But, the boys are showing up too. We had a guy show up. He was a husband of one of the ladies who wanted to go. And he came dressed as Elsa with a sign around him that said, "Let it bro."
Nice.
It was so
like
good.
It.
Yeah.
All right, and then a question we've been asking everybody, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, my favorite breakfast food. I love that. Avocado toast. I'm obsessed
You and
with
Billy
avocados. Oh, well, there you are. So much so that I actually have an avocado ranch in California.
Really?
Yeah, 20 acres of avocado trees.
Okay.
I can't eat that many, but you know,
Sure.
I get close to it.
And then one last thing, if I could ask a favor, we have a catchphrase that we say at the end of every episode, which is "Stay geeky, my friends." It's right here on my shirt. So would you mind, in any voice you choose, giving us a "Stay geeky, my friends"?
Yeah. This is Susan Egan, the voice of Megara from Disney's Hercules, and I don't know, stay geeky, my friends.
Awesome. All right, you're good.
All right, we are here with Kel Mitchell. How are you doing, sir?
What's up, man? I'm doing good.
Glad to hear it. Just kind of wondering, how many liters do you think of orange soda, like, you actually consumed?
A ton, man. I don't know. It's been a lot of liters of orange soda. I've lost count at this point. But I mean, as you can see, that's how they had me drinking them. So it was a lot of it.
You should have really got like a sponsorship or something, man. Like,
We're working on that, man. Some type of orange soda. We're actually working on that. But I'm healthier now, so not a lot of fructose. We need something more healthier. Yeah.
orange juice, perhaps.
That's different.
I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
One question we've been asking, like everybody here, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Favorite breakfast food?
Yeah, man.
Let me think. I like eggs.
Okay.
Protein is really good. So omelets, that's good. And oats.
Okay.
Oats are good. Oatmeal. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's perfect. And then what projects are you currently working on?
Okay, well, a few. So, Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on the new cast this season, so that's been exciting.
You have to stay in shape, right?
Gotta stay in shape for that, man. So it's crazy. And All That Is Back. I'm executive producer of that, so that's back. You got to check that out. And then I have a show called Tales of Valor on CBS, and also have one called Best Friends Forever, also on CBS. Yeah, you got to check it out. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you again.
Yeah, man. Thank
pleasure.
you. Good day.
It's good to meet you.
Geeks. I love it. Have a good one.
All right, everybody, we're back. We're here with Patrick Renna. Of course, people know you probably best from The Sandlot. So let me ask you, what is it about that movie has become such a cultural phenomenon? What do you think it is?
I think that it's about baseball, so there's already built-in nostalgia, and I think because the time period that it's set in, it kind of just has that, timeless feeling, and it's about friendship and inclusion, and Scotty Smalls comes to town, and we're not bullies, but we may not the guys might not let him in right away, and then you have Benny the Jet, the best baseball player, this side of the Mississippi, and he lets him in, and he takes him under his wing, and I think it's a cool story, and all right, yeah.
And then a question we've been asking everybody, what is your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, I mean eggs.
Okay.
Pretty boring.
Scrambled, over easy.
I change it up, guys. I change it up.
Wow.
No. I don't go sunny side up.
Okay.
It's too watery. It's either over medium, or I'll go scrambled. But I don't actually like scrambled eggs. I like chopped eggs. So what you do is you crack the egg in the pan, and it's like you're making an over medium or sunny side up. Then you let it kind of cook, and then you flip it over and you chop it. But it has this
pepper.
Salt, pepper, maybe a marshmallow. I don't know.
Okay, all right. And then what projects do you have coming up? What are you working on right now that you can talk about?
Myself, I do a podcast. It's called You're Killing Me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm doing that, and the Sandlot, the Disney Plus streaming channel is gonna be doing a Sandlot reboot show, kind of Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay.
So probably do that. I'm developing a TV show in LA, and just staying busy.
Quite busy, yeah.
All right, and then the end of every one of our episodes, we always say, maybe you have a similar thing on your podcast, we have a little catchphrase. We say, stay geeky, my friends.
I like that.
Would you mind ending the interview with stay geeky, my friends?
Not at all. Stay geeky, my friends.
Perfect.
Is it friends or friend?
Friends.
Oh, good. I said it. Yeah.
All right, so we are here with Jake the Snake Roberts. How are you, sir?
Great.
So, a couple things I've always wanted to ask you. As an old school wrestling fan, I've always wondered, where did the snakes come from? Were they yours or were they somebody else's?
There was a snake handler up in Stamford, Connecticut. Reminded me a lot of Charles Manson. He was a real freak. He had all these snakes and more. He supplied the Komodo dragon for Steamboat, the dog for the British Bulldogs, the rat for Bad News Brown. Guy was a real weirdo, but he had like 200 snakes in his place. And I'd get a freshman like every 10 days. I can't stand snakes. I'm scared to death of them. But yet when that bell rang, I became Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty tough call because when the show was over, I still had to carry it with me. I took it to the hotels and stayed in the bathtub sometimes, or it got out and tore things up. But it really made it tough at 3 a.m. taking a piss. Because I don't know about you, but I pull my junk out and there's a 15-foot python hissing and looking at me.
You mean another one?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time there. So normally I just went back in the other room and pissed on the floor. And I wore my shoes to bed, of course. That's the snake thing.
All right. And then something else I always wanted to ask. I love hearing old war stories from wrestlers. Worst injury you ever sustained in the ring?
Honky Tonk hit me with that guitar. Blew out cervical disc 6 and 7. The doctor told me he had people that fall off of buildings on their heads, and this injury was worse. The 2 discs exploded. Into pieces, and the pieces were stuck to my spinal cord. I was told I'd never wrestle again, but you know, it's a chemical world.
Yeah, of course.
I found my way back.
All right. And then final question we've been asking everybody: favorite breakfast food?
Favorite breakfast food?
Yes,
Chicken
sir.
fried steak, man.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Jake.
It's a pleasure to meet you. All right. So we're here at FanX.
You know, there's a very rude person on the PA, and they're going to drown out everything you say, so maybe you want to retake.
Let's do take 2.
Okay.
Okay, we're here at FanX, Salt Lake City.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Take 3. With the one and only Billy West. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you very much. All is well.
So, as a voice actor, let me ask you this. When you get handed a new character and you're looking at it, what is usually the process to find that character's voice for you?
That's a fun process, but they've entrusted you with creating a voice for one of their characters, and you don't want to let anybody down. So there's a lot of pressure on you to create characters that you try so hard that no one can ever get sick of those voices, you know, and you walk a weird line. And I managed to do it because my gut told me what to do. You know, just looking like Fry, I gave him a voice that I've never done before, which was my own voice when I was 25.
Sure.
And he was also sort of like Skeets on Booster Gold. Same thing. Thank you. Were those cicadas or people?
I don't know what, something like that. Question we've been asking everybody. We always like to hear the answer. Favorite breakfast food?
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
You have a favorite one you like to have?
Let's see. Favorite breakfast food? I don't know. An apple turnover and a cup of coffee.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then, if you don't mind, at the end of every one of our episodes, we always say, "Stay geeky, my friends." So if you don't mind, in any voice you choose, could you say, "Stay geeky, my friends"?
Stay geeky, my friend. Okay. Hey, everybody. Here's something that'll sound familiar. Stay geeky, my friends.
It's awesome. Thank you very much for your time.
Sure thing.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks.